Cari amici sportivi, it's game day 2, week 2. Fabio's just joining us live from the car. So you see, Shane, you were all worried about your first therapy. Look, Fabio's driving, right? Yusuf is in the car. Gio has joined us from his he was pretending to be on break, but welcome everybody, and special thank you to Zwanko from Milan Club Sweden, sending me and Steve this beautiful Milan Club Spezia, Campione d'Italia. Thank you very much, Zwanko. But Fabio, where are you heading out to? Where are you going?
I'm going home, baby. I just finished playing softball. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm hyped.
Fabio's ready, guys. Atalanta, Gasparini, week 2. Yusuf, you were there last week, right? At the San Siro, 70,000 strong. And maybe give us a little bit of how was that? How did it was a probably very therapeutic feeling, like you're there with 70,000 people. But tell us about how did it go, and how you feeling about this upcoming clash against Gasparini in France.
Oh, it was great. The atmosphere was fantastic. As I was telling you before the show, we went live. I was there in the stadium at the very end, the last derby in the Berlusconi era when they had that great tifo. That atmosphere was the best I've ever had in San Siro. I've been there 6, 7 times now, but the last one against Udinese is up there with the derby. The fans, the celebration mood is there. The Pioli on fire pre match song was there. Everyone was jumping up and there, up and down. It was great. So and then the results was just perfect for us. And regarding the game, I'm feeling confident. I've never been confident against Atalanta, but this team gives me the confidence. We have a lot of options, great depth, especially up front. I'm optimistic.
There's nothing wrong with feeling optimistic and feeling like no pressure. Rock Nation Husney, I don't know if you're gonna be all negative again. It's everybody out, Red Bird out, Puma out, everybody out, but you're smiling, you're
Medical
smiling.
team, VAR, refs.
VAR out, everybody out. But how about you, buddy? How you feeling about this upcoming clash? Is it okay to feel confident, as we are champions of Italy, and we're going to Atalanta, not the Atalanta that we've known like last couple of years. But how are you feeling about this game?
Yeah, we should be confident because we won the previous game, and usually we start strong. If I'm not mistaken, the past few seasons we've started strong, and it should continue into this season as well. But then again, the league had to throw us a curveball. They decided to put Maresca on the job. So, they're going to F with us. You guys know it. The dodgy calls, those cards, it's all coming. So,
you're already there. You already, okay, it's this referee. It's going to go bad. I think honestly, like for Steve Davey saying Rock Nation Husney is the Saudi version of Stevie P, because you guys are very positive. But okay, so we'll see. We're gonna go do another round and see how what predictions or man of the match. Shane, again, welcome live from what time is it in Kenya right now?
Oh, it is. So it's just about 10 to 7.
10 to 7,
So,
and
yeah.
so welcome to your first one. Is it before I ask you about your thoughts on the game? Is it easy for you to watch Serie A there in legally watching Serie A in Kenya?
Only legally. No. So I'd never do anything illegal, of course.
No, we don't.
But
do that stuff here.
but yeah, but it is quite difficult, to be honest. I think Kenya is a very nice place. I think they've fallen into the trap of with the Premier League, consistently kind of promoting itself as the greatest league in the world, which they've been consistently doing since the mid-90s when they were winning nothing in Europe, by the way. But they support an awful lot of the Premier League teams, so the Serie A is very difficult to watch in Kenya.
Very difficult, but you're still able to watch our beloved Rossoneri.
Big fan.
How even Grimit Forpitz Milan from India? You see, guys, we are definitely international. How are you feeling? Is it okay to feel confident? We are champions. Vinny is joining as well from beautiful Winnipeg. But Shane, is it okay to feel confident? We're going against Atalanta. A bit of supposedly, I don't know if guys, I know the starting lineups haven't been confirmed. Tonali is supposed to come back, but King Krunic is out. But how are you feeling coming up to against Gasperini?
I've well, I would love to say to you today, right? I would love to see something ridiculous like a 5 or 6 nil Milan just cruise it, right? But even better, I would like to see it later in the season because I would love to be the team that gets Gasperini fired.
I like it.
I think it's very interesting that Atalanta have kind of fallen off and they suddenly look like mere mortals, just like everyone else now. So, and it kind of coincided with, with that weird thing where you had these on-the-spot drug testers that were refused and turned away by Gasperini at an Atalanta training session, and it's kind of coincided with that. So,
okay.
Yeah,
I
think
like
it's
it. I like
really
it. That you know
powerful.
what? By the next time we just do a shellacking, we get Gasperini fired. Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna take another round and see how everybody's feeling. Gio, you right away you came in and you said you were mad. Why are you mad? You had the beautiful microphone, everything was going well. I think maybe you're rubbing off. Rock Nation doesn't. He's rubbing off too much on you with this negativity. But why are you mad, buddy?
I mean, Milan store, they holding my package, man. What's up with them? Usually they get here 2 to 3 days, but that's not neither here nor there, Vinny. You know what? I'm just excited, man, for this game. We owe Gasparini a shellacking because last time that we played them at their house, we were up 3-0. And then, these referees started giving away fake penalties. You know how it is, and anything could happen today. So like what happened last night, Usman got knocked out. He got put to sleep. He was the baddest man on the planet. So we have to be on our A game, Vinny. Tonight we have to be on our A game. And I hope that they not rushing Tonali back because we're gonna need him for the derby. Inter made their statement last night. We're gonna make our statement. I think these first 5 games, Vinny, if we win these first 5 games, 5 out of 5, that second star, nobody's taking it away from us, barring injury, because we had the toughest 5 games. All our bulky teams are in this first 5 games. So I'm very confident. And I'm ready for my guy Pobega to stand up. Me and you said we've been battling for 3 years now. Now it's time for him to show his number one supporter that he's got what it takes to wear that red and black.
All right, so nothing wrong with the feeling, the confidence, but we do have these upcoming games. We cannot take our foot off the pedal, and who knows how exciting it's going to be when I'm there in a couple of weeks to watch Milan versus Inter live from the San Siro. Fabio, softball. Did you do anything good? Did you did you steal second? Did you have Milan on your mind? What's going on?
Oh, I always got Milan on my mind. I usually have it on my sleeve as well. Now, we won both, so that's all that matters. Season's over. Summer's over. It's all Milan all day now, baby. I told the guys, you motherfuckers better not make me late to the podcast. And they did it right in time, so I got my ass in the car. So I'm happy, Vinny. I'm happy. But listen, I got to ask one question. Who's holding Gio's package? Who's holding it?
Who's holding your package, Gio? The government, the CIA, the FBI?
Milan store, man. No shipment now.
Oh,
no
man,
shipment,
that's
no
not the
shipment.
answer I was hoping. But listen, I digress, all right? Guys, I'm super fucking hyped, but I just want to tell everybody, calmate, because you think we're going to get Gasparini fired later in the season. All I care about is the 3 motherfucking points, Vinny, all right? My father told me I got to stop cursing. Papa, don't turn this off. This is not for you right now, all right? Because I am at my wits end. Inter, these fucking fans, they scored 3 goals on Spezia. They think they're already at the top of the world. Listen, you fucks, it's red and black until we fall off the top. And it ain't happening this year, all right? All right, so I expect a strong game. I expect them no matter what, 1-0, 2-0, 10-0. I don't give a fuck, Vinny. I want the 3 points. I want it strong. I want our defense tight. I want a fucking shellacking like everybody else. But I just want 3 points. That's all that matters. I don't care about anybody's coach. I don't care where they dance on Friday night. All that matters is that we bring home the 3 points and we make everybody go home upset in Bergamo, baby. Let's go.
You know what I'm wondering, guys? Whoever's driving next to Fabio and just like looking at him like act this way, or if the cops pull him over, it's like, no, I'm on a podcast, guys. We're talking about Milan. Liban saying, yeah, and Hakan scored yesterday. Did you guys see?
Ah,
Like
fuck all
bouncing off 3 legs, and then it gets right in front of his feet, and he's just like, yeah, Hakan, yeah, whatever. But Vinny, how about you? I know you don't have the excitement of maybe a fellow Fabio from Long Island, but are you cool, calm, and collected? Is it okay? Is it okay to feel excited going into game 2?
I honestly feel better about this game than the Udinese game, to be honest with you. I feel like we've got to figure out exactly what the issues were from the first game. Pioli had a chance to review kind of the defensive errors that were made. So, and we've got another player coming back that I hope gets to play a little bit of time and show what his worth for the club right now. But yeah, I feel more reserved for this game. I feel confident about this game. I think we're going to come out and just be dominant. I don't know if it's going to be 4-0. I'm assuming it's going to be a low score, to be honest with you, maybe 1 or 2-0. Hopefully, I'd like to see the clean sheet. But another thing that I want to say is, por favore, sta tucito con questo Lalu shit. Because it's been one partita, it's been one game for Inter, and all you're seeing all over Gazzetti del Sporto and stuff is Lalu. I don't give a shit about Lukaku, and I don't give a shit about Martinez. So, one game, and we'll see about the
Funny
whole
how they
season.
forgot that the first one they almost tied it, right? But it's okay.
Exactly.
Let them be excited. Let them not talk about Milan. It's okay. We're gonna see what's gonna happen at the end of the season. But if we need to believe what everything that we read, starting with you, Yusuf, that nobody's coming in. Messias is gonna be our right winger of choice. Is he your dark horse of the match? Who do you see? Like we need a performance, right? For me, I need the way I look at it is, excuse me, Leao needs to step up because the first game not 100%. Even during the preseason, I didn't find he was up to par, especially if he wants this $7 million a year. But Yusuf, who for you, a man of the match, a dark horse, who you expect, especially with King Krunic out, who you're expecting to come out on top?
Well, what I failed to mention during the Monday podcast when I sent a question regarding who your most valuable player or who's your best performer, I totally forgot about Ben Nasser. I was there in the stadium, and this guy is just unbelievable. He's so underrated. I am absolutely panicked to the fact that his renewal negotiation is not speeding up, because we're gonna lose a lot if Ben Nasser doesn't renew. So Ben Nasser is always on my mind when we talk about dark horses. He's a horsepower. He cleans up. He sits back and cleans up all the loose balls, picks these loose balls, plays the vertical pass. Uh, he's the full package, and he hasn't started yet. His potential is, I don't know how far can he go, but he must be world class, but in 2 to 3 years time. And he's still young. Like I don't know, is he's 25 yet?
Yeah, I think he's young.
Younger, yeah.
So for you, definitely.
Ben Nasser, in terms of performance, as Ben Nasser definitely scoring. You spoke about Liao. Liao was very frustrating to see. He didn't track back. Everyone blames Messias for the goal. I blame Liao. He should have been there in the right in our left side, helping Theo, instead of pulling Kalulu to help there and make us thin in the opposite side. Liao should be tracking back and keeping the structure of the defense, instead of all of them shifting towards our left to cover for Liao. He should be back and keeping the rest of the line in their positions. So he's very frustrating. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Liao scoring Benacer to make another great performance. Okay, what say you, Rock Nation Hasni? Can we have some positivity from you today?
I'm looking for it, but I can't find it. I still gotta say that in my fancy team, I gotta find a way how to captain Maresca on my team, because I know he's probably gonna do something. But that's beside the point. I'm just hoping that last game, Leao, he didn't have a great game. I know he has it within him to be a great player and really be the deciders. It's just that the more that we are in terms of the balance, everyone being the attacking threat, I think is better, especially for a game like this. Because Pioli keeps saying it, we cannot give points of reference. And if Gasparini's seen the last game, he's probably going to know that Rebic is on form. Diaz is probably is up to something. So they're going to be like double, maybe even triple marked. So it's time for these players like Leao find that space, does his magic, and really scores the goals. Because this season he's not just playing for the second star; he's also playing for his renewal. If he really wants to get that 7 million, I don't even know if the management's going to give it to him. So I really need him to show something.
All right. So common thoughts, you and I. Shane, some people are mentioning, like Adli, some, Rebic, Rock Nation, as you said, Robo Rebic, like we like to call him. Who, according to you, who's your dark horse of the match? Who's scoring? Who's, maybe a man of the match? What are your feelings?
I'm going to go out on a limb here because I am a bit in love with the success story, or well, not success story, but the romantic story about Messias, right? I think he gets a lot of. He's not the greatest player in the world, right? But he gives you something in terms of effort that Salamakers doesn't, or Salamakers, or whatever. He just gives you nothing really, essentially.
Salchicha maker.
Right, that's the one.
Salchicha
right?
maker, yes. Okay, so Messias, okay.
And I think
like
a rocket from outside the box. And I think maybe 3-1.
Okay, 3-1 Messias. I've had this conversation with Steve, and I have my thoughts about Messias that I think he has. I'm not saying he's the top player, but I think he's been having a lot of nitpicking because people were expecting so much from a right wing. So we shall see what happens today. You're saying 3-1. Gio, how about you? Do you think Adli makes an appearance today? Or is Robo Rebic scoring a couple of them more, maybe cracking a smile? I'm not sure. I don't want to overshoot, like Rebic smiling, but what say you?
Man, look, Vinny, this Messiah story is great, man. Shout out to him for what he has accomplished. But I see a lot of people on Twitter saying work rate and all that. A right winger, yeah, he could give you work rate, but come on, man. Every time that we're on a counter attack or we're deadly on, he can't even make a simple like next to the guy's next to me like 1 feet, right? And he can't even make the correct pass. He breaks up a lot of our counter attacks and everything. But that's fine. I'm gonna back Messiah because if Maldini wants me to back Messiah, let's do it. And you know what? I want to ask a question to everybody here. Is Benacer really worth Dale Hernandez money? Because at the end of the day,
Yes.
does he?
Yes.
But what type of revenue does he make for the club though? Because they gave Theo that money because he sells.
I bought his shirt, so that's revenue.
No, so Yusuf spent some money. I think what Benacer brings to the team a bit more experience than Theo. So yeah, I think he does deserve that money. But
Sorry, I don't want to. I know we're going in order there, but just the problem with Ben Nasser asking the same salary for Theo is Theo because he came from outside of Italy, so the 50% thing discount applies to him. So if you're gonna pay both Theo and Ben Nasser the same salary, it's gonna cost the club more to pay Ben Nasser the same salary as Theo now. That's why they're struggling to give him the same amount as Theo.
In Maldini, we trust. We shall see. Fabio, how about actually no? But you're saying Messias, okay? Fabio, how about you? Any dark horses? Who needs to step up according to you? Maybe a goal scorer. What do you got?
I just have a question. This work rate thing that everybody's talking about. Are you guys reading his review from DHL? That's my fucking question. The only work rate I care about is how many goals and assists that he makes. And how many have we seen? Not much, all right? The love affair's over. Messias, you're my dark horse every week until Diaz shits the bed and we kick him off the field, all right? I don't want to see Salad Maker, all right? I said it during the fucking podcast on Thursday. And if you haven't watched, make sure you get your ass there, all right? 3-1. We got Rebic, we got Leao, and CDD Cotalete gonna come out and give you the dish you're all waiting for. 3-1, the dark horse, Messias. God forbid he doesn't fucking cost us a goal and play well. Listen, all right? I'm getting sick and tired of this love affair with Messias. He's not the guy we need, all right? but I'm happy he's not delivering DHL packages anymore. But my man, Amazon's calling. And if you don't answer here, you're going right back, baby.
Take the medication after.
I
After
gotta
hang on.
take my medication.
Okay. Vinny,
Hey,
how about you?
stop.
Are you riled up like Fabio is? I think Fabio's getting riled up for all of us. But how about you? Are you on the Messias love affair? You say no. Diaz was mentioned, even De Cotoleta. I don't know if he's gonna make an appearance, but what say you, man?
You can't ever put me after Fabio ever again because I can't compete with that. That's love right there, and I love it. First thing, I just want to jump back to the Benacer thing. Honestly, what I think with him is he's one of those players where you don't hear much from him on the field, but that's a good thing. It's one of those players where he's quiet, nobody mentions anything, but his work rate on the field and what he does to clean up the ball and get that ball back and move it forward is a positive for me. So I would say give him the money, especially because he's been dedicated to the club for so long. Dark horse, I hate saying this, is probably going to be Diaz this game because apparently he likes to start hot at the beginning of the season, then fade away at the end. So Diaz, I hope he has a good game today and he shows his worth. And a thing I called it out a while ago, I think on one of the podcasts on Monday, but as you can see that we're starting to add quality and depth to the team, that other players that have been here for a while are starting to improve. And this is just the beginning of the season. And that's what I've been calling out. We just need to get players that can help push other players to become better. So that's a big thing. Hoping Diaz scores a goal. I think Leao will break his duck today and actually start scoring like nobody's business. And I think we're going to have a 2-0 game today.
Okay, so clean sheet. I think you're the first one to say the clean sheet. So I'm going to ask you guys one final round. Like, where you will be watching the game? Are you watching alone with family? I know you had your son there at the San Siro, Youssef, but are you working? Are you stuck? How are you going to be watching this? Hopefully, this win over Gasparini in Atalanta.
Unfortunately, I'm on call today, so I'll try to watch at work if I can. If no motherfucker crashed his hands today, so that I have to go and fix it. So.
Dr.
So
Youssef is like, don't fucking break your hand, man. I gotta watch Milan.
Exactly, that's it. So yeah, I'll have to be at work, so that's where I'll be watching it on my phone, unfortunately, as well.
It's okay. You gotta be able to do what you gotta do, right? There are things.
Yeah, and by the way, we're not gonna have a clean sheet. By the way, just to
no
let
clean
you know.
sheet.
No
Okay,
clean
so
sheet.
Youssef says no clean sheet. Okay. I think we're all gonna get a clean sheet because Mike Manjon letting in 2 goals last game. I didn't like that too much. But Ryan saying watching from Dubai with my 11-year-old. Indonesia. The game is at 1:45 a.m. here in Indonesia. I think you know what this is with Milanistas. We're always watching no matter what time. Rock Nation. How about you? Are you watching alone? Are you watching legally, illegally? Are you going to be screaming at the TV? Are you be watching the games? Hold on, who's playing, guys? Before us is the Campione d'Agosto. Roma playing.
Yeah, Napoli.
Napoli's playing exactly. And guys, see Chelsea getting a shellacking. Monza, Napoli.
Dude, what happened? Are you okay, Fabio?
You okay?
Dude, you
Fabio?
scared
I'm
me
good.
now.
I'm home, baby. I'm home.
Okay, well, we're just because Youssef he's on call. He's got to make sure. Napoli, Monza, Bologna, Verona after. But guys, did you guys hear that Napoli is winning the Scudetto after the first game of the season? Napoli fans are all riled up. But Rock Nation Asling, how about you? Are you watching live from home by yourself? Drinking, not drinking? What's going on?
Yeah, I'll be watching it at home, and as you guys know, it's not free anymore on YouTube, so I have to watch it, and then maybe I have to watch the other games as well because I paid for it now.
Hey, join the club. We all have to pay. You were lavishly living out there in Saudi, free on YouTube. Now you gotta pay, buddy. Pay up. But okay, so you'll be watching. What is you get the choice of English, Italian, or just English commentators, or
English or Arabic. But I do want to say something. I mean, we have a viewer here from Indonesia, and I want to make a big shout out to the viewers or the fans from Indonesia. I'm in their WhatsApp group, and these guys, they've arranged like 11 watch parties all across Indonesia, and I think that's great. And
Wow.
especially considering the time difference, is that it just shows a dedication in the southeast of the world. So I mean, big shout out to them.
And big shout out, even when they were doing the videos of the Scudetto win, and I think the one that was really mind blowing most was the one Milan Club Indonesia. So shout out to them. So Rock Nation Asni by himself screaming at the TV and looking for all the referees, and I'm sure he's going to send us the messages.
The ref and Maresca and the VAR.
Maresca and the VAR, we will be looking at our WhatsApp chat very carefully. Shane, how about you? Where will you be legally watching the game and by yourself? Do anybody watching with you? And are you the type to scream at the television?
I am, unfortunately, yeah. So I think by proxy. So obviously myself, or not obviously, but myself and my missus we have a 3-year-old. So he's going to be in bed. I'll be screaming at the TV, and the missus isn't going to be happy because she's going to have to watch it with me, right? So yeah, I'm just going to be watching in the next room, completely legally, and yeah, it's going to be fun. We're
All
gonna,
right.
yeah, I have faith in this team. Everyone's
We
going to be
got
fine.
game starts at 4:30 a.m. in Australia Monday morning though. Yeah, Australia gets a bad rap, especially with all the different scheduling. Gio, you're taking care of a newborn. What's gonna happen? You gotta feed the baby. You gotta watch Milan, the Paramount Plus. How are you gonna handle all this today?
Yeah, I'm not. Shout out to my guys out there at Milan Club SoCal. I won't make it till the Derby out there, so I'll be there in spirit. There's a great guys out there, so they're gonna be doing it. But now I'm gonna be watching it here, just relaxing. Vinny. I'm just ready for the game, man. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to Shane, for joining us and everybody like joining to talk about Milan.
And
What was I gonna say? And shout out to Indonesia, man. If you look at the collection of jerseys or shirts or kits, whatever the hell you want to say they got deep collection, things that like people not even in Italy got. They got stuff that Vinny, that'll make you cry.
and
So
please do us a favor. Can you stop in the group throwing oil on the Husney fire? You just put these men. You just like to poke. You poke him. Hey, Rock Nation, look at this, and then he goes on his rant, and then Rock Nation goes on out, Pioli out, the Puma out, everybody out. So pick your
Vinny,
moments, Gio.
and so like in 10 days, right? Cardinale takes over. So I really want to see if he's going to be more like the Yankees or the Red Sox, because my feeling is he's going to be more like the Red Sox organization, because the Yankees, they sign big players, they give them big contracts, 400 million plus, and the Red Sox, they like to develop a lot of players, make them into stars, and when they get to that age that they have to pay them, boom, they ship them out. Like my guy Mookie Betts, thanks to the Red Sox out there, thanks to Mark and stuff like that, he wanted a $400-500 million contract. They didn't want to pay. They got 2 World Series out of him, I think, and then boom, they shipped them out to LA, baby, and he won us a World Series. So I want to see what you're talking about, Cardinale, because Yankees, they spend money. They not cheap.
Uncle
Nah, I don't
Jerry
want to hear
will.
about the Yankees. They can't buy a fucking win right now. I don't want to hear about them.
Okay, but Fabio, how about you? Obviously, I'm not gonna ask if you're gonna be screaming at the TV because obviously, but how about your wife? How does she handle you when there's a
Listen,
Milan
my
game?
wife ain't home, Vinny. All right. I'd like to invite you all, because today is going to be the first watch along on the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. So if you home and you need somebody to be there with you, somebody to channel your anger, your frustration, your excitement, come see your boy, baby, because at 2:45 we going live. Me and President, they talked about it, gave me the A-OK. So we going live. We're going to be live, baby. So if you ain't got nowhere to go, you home like me, come join me, brother. I wish I could be in New York with the rest, with Franco and the rest of the crew, but it's just been a crazy day. So today I'm going to
Don't
be
get us in
home.
trouble. Don't get us in
Oh,
trouble.
listen, I won't be street. Maybe the game will be on. I don't know.
Have it in the
But
background. Serie
maybe
A,
in the
piracy
background.
kills football. Okay,
But
piracy kills football. So make sure that you don't get us in too much. Big
Piracy
Brother's
kills
always watching.
football. Yeah. But
But
listen, join me if you're not doing anything or you're watching at home and you want somebody to shoot the shit, hit the chat. Come join. We're going to try to grow this subscription today and see what other people across the world is looking for Milan, and they come find Fabio, baby. Come on.
all right, so guys, on the channel later, Fabio, my only suggestion maybe at the one moment mention what timestamp you're at, because everybody around the world have different times. Keep the swearing. Well, who am I kidding? Keep the swearing to a low. Just do Fabio. Do what you got to
Keep the
do.
swearing. Keep it.
Yeah,
Listen,
look at Rock
and
Nation.
also, guys, I just want to say one thing before we move on to Vinny. The reason why we all love Milan Weekly podcast, and Gio said it before, is that they give us an avenue. If you support the channel, we give you a chance to bring your voice on here like we're doing right now. It's the same thing. So keep trying to help grow this channel, because other channels out there, they just want your money. They want you to watch, but they don't ever invite you on to come and share your opinion, share your love, your passion. And Vinny and Steve and Presidente and the rest of the channel, and now me and Gio as well, we love to bring it there, and we're so happy that you guys come out and support Vinny when he does this, because Vinny does this out of his own time, and we love him for it. So, Vinny, big props to you, brother.
Thank you very much, guys. And obviously, even with the Patreon, it's helping out a lot, whether it be paying for all the StreamYard kind of stuff. Presidente has everything on an Excel spreadsheet, guys, just to make sure if anybody would ever ask taxes and brackets and all this stuff. But
and we
Vinny,
need extra insurance now, because I am a hazard. I am a liability.
you are a hazard.
So they need to make sure we're covered on all ends.
This is where you wish you were Canadian, so you know, free healthcare. But conversation for another time. Vinny, how about you? What are you watching by yourself? Are you maybe watch along with Fabio? Do you scream at the television, or how are you planning to watch at 2:45?
I'm reserved on these shows, but if I'm watching a partita, then yeah, it's a completely different story. I have friends that come over they don't care about Milan. They just come to watch me. So, and they always tell me, what's your heart rate at? What's your heart rate at? The Derby, we're not going to say what the heart rate goes to. So, but I actually have a very special one for today's game, actually. Last week, I was at my cousin's, and I met his kid for the very first time formally. And his kid's about 14, 13 years old. And he ran up to me, and he's like, yeah, I really like soccer. I'm like, oh. He's like, what team do you cheer for? And he's like, I love Milan. And I'm like, okay. So I told him, like, you know what? Come over on Sunday. We're going to chill. We're going to watch the game together. I've got a jersey I'm going to give you, and we're going to watch the partita together. So he's coming, and then I've got two of my little nephews coming, and I just love it because that's how I started following Milan when I was 10 years old. My uncle would watch it on Sundays pretty much with his arms like this at the kitchen table on a little 13-inch TV. And his face is right like this. And I'd come over and watch the partita with him just over his shoulder. And he got really into it. He's passed away recently, so he's watching from up there. But that's how I started. And I just want them to grow up and say, hey, my cousin, he got me into Milan, and now look at me. So it's a special one today, and I'm hoping we can bring it home and we can enjoy it. And we're gonna do a bella spaghettato dopo with hopefully a victory. So
very nice, guy. That's a fantastic story, and love where everybody be watching. And Fabio, I just had a thought of you having a watch along with Rock Nation Husney, you screaming and yelling, Rock Nation Husney yelling at every single referee calls. It should be entertaining. Guys, I'm going over to Chicharo's. We're having some food brought out for the members. I'm going to be meeting Jan. Stevie P is going to be there. Presidente. It's only on some special occasions. Sometimes he sends us his body double. We shall see. But hopefully, for me, clean sheet.
Benny, I have just one question. I don't want to take long,
Sure.
but what a question for you. Do you have any pre-game rituals?
Do I have any pre-game rituals?
Drink a lot of beer. You drink a lot of beer.
I do drink a lot of beer. I haven't drank like during Monday to Friday lately, so now it's because I'm catching up. So a lot of beer. I think my pre-game ritual recently has been like showing up 45 minutes before the game and just like pacing myself, greeting all the players, but nothing specific. Nothing.
I have the weirdest like pre-game rituals. Like number one is I have to watch the 3-minute summary of the Pioli press conference. That I have to watch that with English subtitles, and I have to read every single word. I'm a slow reader, so if I missed the one of the subtitles, any word, I have to go back and read it word for word. Number two, I cannot see a picture. You know how some players post a preview of the upcoming game, like so you have finale, for example, Milan versus Atalanta on Instagram. If I see that, my eyes bleed. So I try to avoid that because whenever I watch these, we lose.
Okay.
Call me crazy, but that's me.
Who says you're crazy? Nobody says you're in therapy right now. Nobody's crazy. Very
So,
quickly, Rock Nation, you any pre-game rituals?
I used to, but it's a bit embarrassing to admit. But I guess I'll tell you guys. Is that
You're just telling us on YouTube?
Is that when we were on the winning streak? I found out is that we would never lose if I watched the game while not wearing anything.
Oh!
You don't want me for watching long. I don't bring anyone away.
Not even Comodan.
Never invite Hosni to a watch over. Never watch.
No
Invite
watch along.
Hosni. No, no.
If you want to join at halftime, just put a shirt on, please.
Well, when he
Milan
lost-
in the nude, ladies and
I'll put it
gentlemen.
all back on.
So
Vinny, has Jan bought you the picture yet?
we're going today. We have one picture each. So I think we're going to be buying those pictures there. Yes, Fuji's and Funyuns. Remember when we had naked HD, like the scamming, when we had those comments? Now it's going to be naked Husney HD. Shane, how about you? Any pre-match rituals, even if it isn't the nude?
Yeah, probably spend about. No, that's later. No, I'll probably spend about half an hour trying to figure out how I can actually watch the game, and then and then trying to watch it. So yeah, no, nothing too crazy.
Send us a message in the teams if anybody has like one of these legal things. Yusuf's gonna help you out. Don't worry about it. We got you, buddy.
Hey,
We
don't
got
worry.
you.
Just watch me. I'll do play-by-play the
That's
whole
you.
time.
Oh Jesus. Gio, how about you? Any pre-game rituals you got?
No, man. No. Oh, pregame is the jersey I'm gonna wear. Like, depending on what team we play, I look at the scoreboard when we used to beat them up. Like for the Inter Derby one, I'm gonna wear the jersey that what we wore when we beat them 5-0. So
Okay.
stuff like that, Vinny. Just
All
chilling right now. I'm just ready for the game. I'm ready to put the haters on notice because Napoli, Roma, all these teams are better than us, but we have the best talent in the Serie A. I'm sorry. I'm not biased. I like a lot of other teams' talent, but Rafael Leao, he could go to another level. Donali, if he's 100%, he could go to another level. Dale Hernandez, his defensive work is getting a little bit better, and then CDK, sky's the limit from him, So all these other teams I see, they got Chiesa with one bad knee. They got Susan and all these other people, but I'm just excited, man. I'm with the youth movement, so keep on signing these youth players, and I'm cool with it, man.
All right. And Renee, you're commenting in the Cumberbatch. Doctor Strange is there. You're part of Patreon. You could have been joining us. Look how much fun we're discovering about naked watching Milan. We're discovering about Yusuf needs to read every single subtitles. Do I even Fabio? Okay,
Vinny, I'm heavily medicated, baby. That's how we started. We got to get the medication perfectly put together. I have it. I have my piece, my maybe a little Snapple or a little Pepsi. I know you should be drinking that Pepsi too, baby. That's all I need. I'm not much of a drinker. Maybe if there's a little white Hennessy in the house, I'll fucks with that. But you know how it is. I just need to get my medication in order. It's not pills, if you know what I'm saying. Let's go!
Vinny, I know you're after Fabio, but do you have any pre-game rituals other than being in the nude?
Yes. No, I try to avoid being in the nude. Love that though. Only one that I have, not really a ritual, but I will not wear blue when Milan plays. Nothing on me will ever be blue. I don't know why. And if it's on, I rip it off before any partita.
What about Le Mouton?
Same. Oh, that's number one. I was unfortunately recently in the hospital a few months back, and I had family bring over stuff, and Milan was playing just before we won the Scudetto, and I didn't have underwear for a day because it was blue. So it's
I bet
that.
the nurses love you that day. Hey.
This is really a group therapy session. We're opening up about all this kind of stuff. Gentlemen, I will let you go do your own things. Yusuf, I hope you get to watch and nobody breaks their hands or you have some medical emergency.
Hopefully.
And Dr. Yusuf, and if there's some injuries, you can let us know. Rock Nation Husney, I hope that the referees are 100% today. Shane, I hope you find your stream. If not, let us know. Vinny, Fabio, Gio. Fabio, like, how do your excitement? It just stays there. You know what? I think I'm gonna have a podcast, a special with your wife, just me and your wife, and just talk to her about like how is it living with Fabio.
That'll be a real therapy session,
guys. Enjoy. Let's see what we could do against Atalanta, and then let's go take a look at the social media and see where everybody is at, especially after the games. I think Roma is tomorrow, Juve is tomorrow.
And guys,
Let's get the 3 points.
Anybody from Patreon, I will send it in the chat. If you want to join me at halftime to talk a little bit about what you've seen, it's going to be open for everybody. So if you can, come join. We'll appreciate it.
Let's get the 3 points, and then we're off to watch the first episode of the House of the Dragon. How exciting is this?
Ovunque e sempre, guys.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan!
Ciao, guys. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.